Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a major tech disaster that has shaken the world. Let's talk about the latest CrowdStrike outage and its massive impact. Imagine a world where planes are grounded, banks are closed, and government agencies are at a standstill. That's the reality we faced not too long ago when a single software update sent shockwaves across the globe. It's a stark reminder of our deep reliance on technology and the potential consequences when it fails. It started subtly, a few error messages here, a system crash there, but within hours it became clear that something was terribly wrong. CrowdStrike, a cybersecurity giant entrusted by governments and corporations worldwide, had experienced a catastrophic outage. Their software, designed to protect against cyber attacks, had become the very source of disruption, ironically due to a faulty update. The impact was immediate and widespread. Businesses large and small found themselves locked out of their own systems, unable to access critical data or conduct even the simplest of operations. The digital world, as we knew it, began to grind to a halt. News of the outage spread like wildfire, leaving millions around the world in a state of disbelief and growing anxiety. How could one company's software failure have such far-reaching consequences? Among those hit hardest were major airlines, with CrowdStrike software integral to their operations. From ticketing to baggage handling, airports around the world were thrown into disarray. Flights were delayed, then cancelled en masse, leaving travelers stranded and frustrated. The scenes at airports were chaotic, to say the least. Long lines snaked through terminals, filled with exhausted and bewildered passengers desperate for answers. Luggage piled up, adding to the sense of disorder. The air crackled with tension as tempers flared and patience wore thin. This wasn't just an inconvenience, it was a stark illustration of how interconnected our world has become and how vulnerable we are to disruptions in the digital realm. The impact of the CrowdStrike outage extended far beyond the private sector. Government agencies responsible for everything from national security to public services found themselves similarly crippled. Intelligence agencies accustomed to real-time threat monitoring were suddenly blinded, raising fears of potential security breaches. Law enforcement agencies faced communication breakdowns, hampering their ability to respond effectively to emergencies. The very institutions designed to protect and serve were left reeling, highlighting the precarious dependence of modern governance on smoothly functioning software systems. It's a sobering reminder of the challenges we face in an increasingly digital world. The financial sector, the lifeblood of the global economy, also found itself caught in the crosshairs of the CrowdStrike outage. Major banks and financial institutions, heavily reliant on CrowdStrike's security software, experienced widespread disruptions. Online banking platforms went offline, ATMs stopped dispensing cash, and transactions were delayed or cancelled altogether. The economic implications were immediate and far-reaching. Businesses couldn't access funds, consumers couldn't make purchases, and the normally bustling gears of commerce slowed to a crawl. So, what exactly went wrong? How could a single software update bring the world to its knees? The answer, in short, is complexity. CrowdStrike software, like much of the software that underpins our digital world, is incredibly complex, with millions of lines of code all intricately interconnected. In this case, a seemingly minor error in the update's code had a cascade effect, triggering a chain reaction of failures that rippled throughout the entire system. It was a stark reminder that even the most sophisticated software is only as strong as its weakest link. The CrowdStrike outage wasn't just a temporary inconvenience, it sent shockwaves through the global economy. With businesses unable to operate at full capacity, productivity plummeted, leading to billions of dollars in lost revenue. Supply chains, already strained by the ongoing pandemic, were further disrupted, leading to shortages and price hikes. The outage served as a wake-up call, exposing the fragility of our interconnected global economy and the potentially devastating consequences of relying too heavily on a single point of failure. The CrowdStrike outage also raised serious questions about the dangers of software monopolies. When a single company controls a significant portion of the market for critical software, as CrowdStrike does in the cybersecurity sector, it creates a single point of failure that can have catastrophic consequences. This incident underscored the need for greater diversity and competition in the software industry. to prevent such widespread outages from happening again. Perhaps the most profound takeaway from the CrowdStrike outage is our increasing dependence on software for virtually every aspect of our lives. From the planes we fly into the banks we use to the hospitals we rely on, software is now the invisible infrastructure that underpins modern society. And as we've seen, when that infrastructure fails, the consequences can be dire. This incident should serve as a wake-up call, prompting us to rethink our relationship with technology and consider the potential risks of our growing digital dependence. This dependence on software is only going to increase in the years to come as artificial intelligence becomes more sophisticated and ubiquitous. AI has the potential to revolutionize countless industries from healthcare to transportation to finance, but it also has the potential to create new vulnerabilities as we entrust more and more of our critical systems to complex algorithms that we may not fully understand. The CrowdStrike outage is a reminder that we need to proceed cautiously and thoughtfully as we integrate AI into our lives, ensuring that we don't become overly reliant on systems that we don't fully control. Imagine a world without the internet, without smartphones, without the digital tools we rely on every day. This isn't science fiction, it's the potential reality we face as our reliance on technology continues to grow unchecked. A single, well-coordinated cyber attack, a catastrophic solar flare, or even a repeat of the CrowdStrike outage on a larger scale could cripple our digital infrastructure, sending us spiraling back to a pre-digital age. This isn't meant to inspire fear, but rather to encourage preparedness. We need to start thinking about how we can build more resilient systems, diversify our technology providers, and develop backup plans for when, not if, the digital world goes dark. Remember, while technology can be a powerful tool, it's crucial to diversify and safeguard our systems. Stay informed, stay prepared, and as always, keep pushing forward. The only way to predict the future is to create it. Thanks for watching.